Are we all excited to be here this evening? All right. There we go. Okay, I'm your MC for this evening, Sean Haney of realagriculture.com and Real Ag Radio. I was here this morning for a speech. It was fantastic. We had a lot of fun. This room is very full tonight. It's going to be a great time, and I appreciate everybody being here. This is a great organization that really celebrates the brightest minds and youth in our industry. We're always talking about, how do we get more young people involved in the industry of agriculture? And this is an organization that really facilitates that and celebrates some of the great things that are happening on farms across the country by people that are under the age of 40. So it is great to have you here. So are we ready to go? Okay, let's get things started. Big round of applause. Let's get started. Okay, how awesome was that? Big round of applause for them. Big thank you to Bridge City Highlanders and the Lethbridge Highland Dancers. That was awesome. And you also saw tonight, walking in behind the procession was our honorees. Welcome, everybody, to this evening, to our sponsors, alumni, dignitaries, and honored guests for the 2024 Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers National Event and the 44th Annual National Awards. So it's great to be here this evening. What we're going to do is introduce our honorees for tonight. So I'm going to say them, and if they can stand up, and we can give them a big round of applause. So we're going to work our way across the country. Like I said, some of the young, brightest minds in Canadian agriculture here to compete. Looking forward to this evening. So first, we have Gina Luckett from Atlantic Canada. She is from Walbrook, Nova Scotia. Next, we have from Quebec, from, my French is terrible, Petronil, is that correct? Quebec, Simon Plante and Allison Bluen. How bad did I butcher that? Bad? Okay. I'll buy you a drink later. Up next from Ontario, from Jarvis, Ontario, we've got DJ Wassenaar and Matt Bergman. From Cleefield, Manitoba, we've got Paige and Marcus Dewick. Coming out of Morse, Saskatchewan, we've got Erica and Kyle Stewart. Up next from Gem, Alberta, we've got Lauren and Daniel Dirksen. This is a lot of fun. We just keep introducing people after we're done this. Okay, we've got up next, we've got from Lillooet, British Columbia, we've got Tristan and Aubin Banwell. They're on video. Okay, nice trick. That was good, you guys. You didn't tell me that. That was good. It's like, where's Waldo? I don't know. That's everybody. Fantastic. Okay. Whew. Okay. Minor mishap there. Want to invite John Kolk up to say grace. John used to be my neighbor. I could tell some stories, but I won't. But I have last say. No, we can start like a roast.
Yeah. No, Sean and I used to sit occasionally and have a coffee and chat about many things, but it goes all the way back to his grandfather who would take me for rides and explain to me how the world was supposed to work. So we've got a long history. Yeah. Anyways, it's this is quite an opportunity. I think there's important things in our lives, and some of them is how we tell stories. And I think there's a story here We've heard stories, but we've also had the opportunity to see those stories. Some of the people that have come back from probably 40, almost 40 years ago that are here tonight. So we just bow your heads and join me in blessing on the meal and our thing tonight. Loving God, bless all those gathered here together as we come together in friendship and fellowship. Thank you for the blessings of our individual and our collective God-given gifts. Place in our hearts the desire to make a difference to our families, to our community, to our country, and to the many cultures and peoples worldwide. Give us balance in times of distraction and uncertainty. Help us move towards our goals with determination and always with an abundant sense of humor. Thank you for food in a world where many know only hunger, for faith in a world where many know only fear, for friends in a world where many know only loneliness. Please bless this food we're about to share, those who grow it, those who process it, those who prepared it, and those who serve it, and those who have worked to make today the special occasion that it is. For all of this, we give you thanks. Amen.
Okay, we're going to get started with the salad. Enjoy, everybody. I'll be back. Okay, while you're having your salad, I would I've got greetings, not from Santa. Everybody, okay, while you're eating your salad here, want to bring greetings to the organization tonight from one of the national partners, AAFC, and we've got a video address from the Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada, and that's Mr. Lawrence McCauley. So we've got a video, so look at the screen that's closest to you.
Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir. I hope you had a wonderful few days of fun while exploring Alberta's world-class agriculture and food sector. For more than 40 years, Canada's outstanding young farmer program has been showcasing the very best of what it means to be a farmer. The young people being honored tonight have contributed so much to Canadian agriculture, and I have no doubt that they will continue to throughout the rest of their lives. You folks are passionate about the work you do and about feeding the world. I was once a young farmer like you, and I can tell you that nothing is more fulfilling than waking up every morning knowing that you're helping put food on people's tables. It's a job that matters. As Canada's Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food, I will continue to do everything I can to support you. And I'm pleased that we're supporting tonight's event through the Sustainable Canadian Agricultural Partnership. As you get started in your careers, it's important that we make sure our policies and programs keep your farm businesses strong and sustainable. That's why we created the Canadian Agricultural Youth Council to hear directly from young farmers on your vision for the future of the sector. Your opinion and experience matters, so make sure your voice is heard. Thank you to all of the organizers for shining the spotlight on our young producers. And congratulations for the nominees from right across the country. You should be proud of your achievements. Bon Gala, have a great gala.
Now going to call, coming out of High River, the MP for Foothills. He's the Shadow Minister for Agriculture. I'd now like to call up Mr. John Barlow to give an address from the Conservative Party of Canada.
Well, if Minister McCauley only took 2 minutes, I think that gives me 20, right? But before I start, I would be remiss if I didn't introduce the Member of Parliament whose actual riding we are in, and that's Rachel Thomas. Rachel, maybe stand up and say hi to everybody. I'm very lucky to work with some amazing colleagues, and Rachel just had her first baby, so she's on maternity leave, but she was gracious to make it out here tonight, so it's great to see you, Rachel, and I hope you have a chance to visit with some of your constituents and other folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real honor to be here with you this evening. Hey, you got me out of Ottawa, which is fantastic. You couldn't get the minister out of Ottawa, but I snuck out the back door yesterday, so... But it is an honor to honestly to recognize some of the incredible work that our young farmers who are going to be honored here this evening, to see you all from across Canada. And the Luckett's from Nova Scotia, Luckett Winery. Okay, fantastic. You have the red telephone booth, right? And the Big Ben. Oh man, that is great stuff. I was there a couple of years ago. But I'll come visit everybody at some point in time. But I think this is also an opportunity for us to really highlight what young Canadian farmers are doing. And I think what we don't do well enough, and folks like Mr. Haney here are trying their very best, is talk about what we are actually doing in Canada. And unfortunately, I think oftentimes Canadian agriculture gets painted in a very negative light, which is really unfortunate. For some reason, we have this self-flagellation of always thinking that we're one step behind, when in fact we need to be champions and proud of what we're doing as Canadian agriculture and producers. And I think most of you in this room have probably seen the study by the Global Institute of Food Security that came out earlier this year. And the statistics of that are something that we should be talking about not only from coast to coast, but around the world. When you see a ton of Saskatchewan canola, the carbon footprint of that canola is 67% lower than any other jurisdiction on the planet. You can take a train load of wheat grown in Western Canada, it can go around the world 3.5 times before it has the same carbon footprint as wheat grown anywhere else in the world. So why are we not talking about that? On average, countries around the world, their emissions, about between 20 and 30% of those emissions come from agriculture. In Canada, we're about 1.6 of global emissions in Canada. We're responsible for 1.6. But of that 1.6, only 8% of that comes from agriculture. Let that sink in a little bit. The global average is around 20 to 30%. But in Canada, we're 8% of 1.6%. And that is because of the hard work each and every one of you in this room has done, your willingness to embrace innovation and new technology, and especially this group of young farmers who are going to be honored tonight. All of you have embraced that entrepreneurship, that risk-taking, those new ways of doing things. And you've done that not because you've been forced upon by carbon taxes or government regulation or red tape that's holding you back. You've done it because it's the right thing to do. You've done it because you want to protect your soil. You want to protect your water sources. You want to protect your livestock, your livelihoods. The tradition in Canada of the family farm rests with you. And I have to say to each and every one of you tonight, I am so excited and optimistic about the future of Canadian agriculture because of the people who are going to be honored in this room and those of you who have been honored in the past. What you need is a partner. A partner is going to be there with you, see you grow, help you reach your full potential. And folks, I am really enthusiastic because I think moving forward, we're not going to be talking about agriculture. We're going to be talking about food production and food security. And folks, the world needs what Canadians produce. And that's affordable, nutritious food that is grown right here in Canada. Thank you very much for all you do, and have a great evening tonight.
Okay, back to your conversations at your table, and I'll be back. I promise. Okay, everybody. This event would not be possible if it wasn't for some of our national sponsors. So I'm going to ask that we call up Scott Preston. He is the Market Vice President for Commercial Banking from one of our national sponsors, CIBC. Let's give a big round of applause.
Thank you very much. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the outstanding young farmers who are the stars of tonight's celebration. It's a true privilege for me to be here this evening as we gather to honor the exceptional achievements of this year's honorees. As the Market Vice President for CIBC Agriculture, I've had the opportunity to work closely with many young farmers and witness firsthand the dedication, innovation, and resilience that define Canada's agriculture community. Each year, Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers Program shines a spotlight on those who embody the spirit of innovation, sustainability, and leadership in Canadian agriculture. Tonight, we recognize not just the honorees from each region, but the entire community of young farmers across this great country who are shaping the future of our industry. Whether it's adopting new technologies, embracing sustainable practices, or navigating the challenges of today's agriculture landscape, these young farmers demonstrate what it means to be forward-thinking, adaptable, and committed to excellence. You are not only helping to feed Canada, but you're also contributing to the global food system, strengthening rural communities, and inspiring the next generation of farmers. To the honorees we've recognized this week, your passion, hard work, and vision have set you apart. And it's an honor to acknowledge your outstanding contributions to Canadian agriculture. You represent the very best of what our industry has to offer, and we are proud to stand alongside you as supporters and partners. At CIBC, we're committed to helping farmers succeed. We understand the challenges you face, and we are here to help you navigate them, whether it's through financial solutions, risk management, or simply being a trusted advisor to help you grow and thrive. As we celebrate your achievements tonight, I encourage you all to continue pushing the boundaries of what's possible. You are the future of Canadian agriculture, and we look forward to the continued success and innovation that each of you will bring to the industry. Thank you, and congratulations once again to all the honorees and winners here tonight. You are truly an inspiration to us all.
I know there is several people in the room that are like me. I have actually never been to this meeting before. I have been to a lot of meetings, but never this one. And I'm so glad to be here because it has been an unreal experience. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the program for some of us newbies, and a lot of you veterans have probably heard this before, but Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers Program is designed to recognize farmers that exemplify excellence in their profession. Founded by the Canadian Junior Chamber in 1979. It was a great year. Zero was born. Event is now sponsored nationally by Bear Crop Science, CIBC, CN Rail, John Deere, Solio Agriculture, Meridian Manufacturing, and AAFC. To qualify for the program, it's okay, I'm not that bad, am I? All good. To qualify for the program, nominees must be farm operators with an ownership stake, some skin in the game between the ages of 18 and 39, who derive a minimum of 2/3 of their income from their farms. Each year, eligible farmers are nominated at the regional level. One couple is selected from each of the 7 regional recognition events, and these same couples then go on to represent their respective regions at the National Awards Program, which is where we are this evening. Here they are recognized for their achievements and judged by a distinguished panel. I'm sitting with those judges, the distinguished, it is distinguished. It's pretty good. 2 of the 7 honorees are chosen by the judges to be named Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers. Quite the accolade. The program has grown each year and is kept vital by the continued participation of its alumni members who are invited to the National Awards Program each year to honor and welcome new members. Do we have any? This isn't on my list here, but who is a past honoree? Like most of the room? Okay, who's not? There's a few of us. Okay, let's enjoy the main course. Okay, everybody, the party continues. I know some of you have been served the main course, others are just getting it. But I want to call up Ryan Mercer, member of the organizing committee, for the salute to the OYF.
Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate that. I would, and I hope you're all enjoying your meals. And this is a great time here. One thing I'd like to recognize is our Gala SEPA sponsors that are responsible for sponsoring this wonderful evening. Is the Municipal District of Taber, the County of Newell, and the Lethbridge County. So if we can give them a round of applause. We recognized Carla Kading earlier, and again, I'd like to thank her for all she's done. She goes over and above everything that she's expected to do. I know this program is near and dear to her heart, and again, I'd just like to thank Carla for everything that she does. So. And I recognized someone earlier today, but she was not in the room because she was working like she always does. She answers emails and sends texts from midnight, and we get stuff at midnight. We also get stuff at 5 in the morning. And Carolyn Marshall, where are you? If you can please stand up, because I think it's incredible what you've done for this event. And I know Ian gives her a lot of support. So Ian, I'd like to thank you as well for all of your support. And I just, this program wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for Carolyn and Marion and Annette and Rick. And I'd just like to thank them again. It's just so great. Thank you. It is that time of the evening where we are going to recognize each year of Canada's Outstanding Young Farmers. A salute to all our alumni. And so I'm going to go through each year. When I call your year, you're going to stand and we're going to applaud. And it's amazing how many people after 44 years are here. So this is really great. So I'm going to start. That's 1980. We have someone here from 1980. I know we do. From Alberta. Is he here? No? Okay, 1986. 1986, yes. 1987. All right, 1990. 1993. Yes. 1996. All right. 1997. Yay! 1998. Yay! 1999. 2003. 2004. 2005. 2006. 2008. 2009. 2010. 2012. 2013. 2014. 2015. 2016. 2018. 2019. 2021. 2022. 'That is a tough act to follow. 2023. All right, and this year's honorees, 2024. Did I miss any year? I didn't call all the years because Carla tried to keep track of the years that were here. Did I miss any years that people are here and I didn't call that out? Okay, good. We got everyone. All right. Everyone can grab your wine glasses. At this time, I would like to recognize and propose a toast to our absent friends, the ones that aren't with us. Cheers. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good evening.
Okay, let's keep on rolling. Up next, I want to bring greetings to one of our national sponsors, Bayer Crop Science. Please join me in welcoming Christina Taylor, Senior Communications Specialist with Bayer.
That's funny. I was just about to say that. Hi, everyone. So yeah, as you can see, unfortunately, sorry to say, I'm not Kami. Nero still sort of stuck with me. Yeah, thanks. I just wanted to say, yeah, Bayer is so proud to be a sponsor of Outstanding Young Farmers. We've been a sponsor for many, many years, and this is such a special and important relationship to us. But on a more personal note, this is my first OYF national event. Thanks. Hey, I'm done for the day. Thanks. Just kidding. And it's been such a great experience. I've been so blown away by all of the passion and excitement that all of you have shown for agriculture in Canada. I'm a city kid. I was born and raised in Calgary and didn't have any sort of ag background. And I've learned so much over the past couple of days. And I know we still have a whole other day ahead of us. And it's just been so great. And I know I'm very lucky to be here. And despite the fact that I am not Kami, all of you have been really welcoming so far, and even, getting me to stay out kind of late at the hospitality room, despite making that a really early morning yesterday. But I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to be here at these events kind of going forward. So thank you so much. And yeah, we're very pleased and proud to be a sponsor, and congratulations to all of the honorees. And yeah, thank you very much. Thanks.
Well, there's one rule in life, the one big question. Who doesn't want to be commie? Up next, I want to welcome, sorry, please join me in welcoming Danny Penner, President of the National Board of Directors of the organization. Come on, more round of applause for Danny. Let's go.
Thank you, Sean. I don't know, Christine, I might have got a few more claps than you. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm never prepared at these kinds of things. So I just got to open my photo and get the agenda. What am I doing next? You know what? Am I in the right one? I would like to take this time I found my spot in the agenda. You know what? Normally I have a booklet. Alberta gave it to me. I'm very disappointed in myself that I didn't bring it up here, but whatever. I got a picture of Carrie Lynn, so it's fine. At this time, I'd like to invite our national partner, Solio Agriculture, to the stage to speak. Simon Bell. No? Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it. Found it. I am here to bring greetings from our national board. And I should have taken advice from Stephen. Like he said, no, I got up there to speak it a little bit, so I'm going to hold off on the wine. I did have a couple of beers. I'm not going to lie. So it's been an honor. And I know I said some of the things. I'm probably going to repeat myself a little bit. But this morning I said to the whole national board, it's been an honor for myself to be your president for the last couple of years. It really has been. Anita and I have been involved in the program since 1999. And we've both given a lot through our lives because we love this program so much. And this is my last job as your president, and I need to bring greetings to you from our board. So on our board, we had new elections today. So I'm gonna actually tell you who the board was and who the board is now. And I'd love you to maybe just hold your applause, but we'll give them applause at the end. So we have Steve Cooper as our past president, myself as your president, Amy Cronin as vice president East, Ryan Mercer, vice president West, Joanne Cameron and Janelle Ference. They shared a role in the regional representative. Scott Preston from CIBC was a very capable sponsor rep, and Richard Stamp, our national event rep. Newly, as of this morning, myself has now moved into past president position. Amy Cronin is now our president. Ryan Mercer is our vice president East. Andrew Lawless is our vice president West. Andrew Lawless is our vice president East. Jason Kaler is our regional representatives. Darcy Pollock, is going to be our sponsored rep. So Lisa Cooper from Ontario is going to be our event chair Ontario. And we've added 2 new positions to the board, members at large, brand new today, Celia Nelt from Quebec and Tracy Bassa from Manitoba. My agenda closed on me, so I have to open it again and check it. At this time, I'd also like to take the time to thank the Alberta Hosting Committee. They have been, I know hosting chairs are Ryan Mercer and Rick Stamp, and they have a whole team of people. But this event in Alberta, they had an idea that they would extend the event a day, give the board a chance to meet on Wednesday, and then be with everybody on Thursday. Been a great idea. They have done nothing but serve us with honor and pride of their region. And this has been an outstanding event. Congratulations. Can we give the National Host Committee a round of applause? Thank you. I'd also like to take this time to recognize our sponsors without whom we could not host this event. So we've got very good representatives today from our national sponsors, but our supporter first that we should thank is Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada is a large supporter of ours, partner actually. They're not here today, but as you've seen them on the screen. But today from John Deere, we have Aman Kanwar. Can you stand up, please, Aman? From CN, we have Stephen Pratt with us here in the front. From Solio Agriculture, we have Simon Bergeon. Thanks, Simon. From Bear Crop Science, you just heard from her, Christina Taylor. She's somewhere. Thanks, Christine. CIBC, you heard from him earlier, Scott Preston. Give us a wave. There you go. And our new media sponsor, which you'll be graced with a video for that they produced this year, Stuart Merson Davies. Stuart, thank you, Stuart. And from WS, we have Darcy Pollock. He is a new board member, very excited about him. And Glacier Farm Media, we have Danny Granveld. Thanks, Danny. And our supporter, BDO, we have Amber Bedard. I don't see her. So next up, we're going to see that video that we talked about. So our, oh, sorry, one thing I missed. I'd really like to make sure we thank all of our regional sponsors too. So the board has worked very hard to help the regions have sponsors for a national event like this, and we're going to continue to work hard at that. But your region itself that hosts the national has worked very hard at making sure that the regional sponsorships have been very well served here and very well representative. You are a little bit. Why? What's going on? Am I saying something wrong? Oh my goodness. You know what? And I have it right here. Thank you very much. Meridian Bins or Meridian Manufacturing, BJ Normand. I know you're there somewhere. I'm sorry about that, BJ. I had it here, but I skipped right by it. Thank you very much. And all of our regional sponsors that have helped this national event that have been incredible. Thank you very much. So we have a brand new video sponsor in Bamboo Shoots, and they produced a video of all of the honorees. And the honorees filmed themselves at home, gave them the video feeds and video clips of whatever they needed, and the Bamboo Shoots got to get worked on the project and produced a video that we're going to see shortly. In the last couple of years, our videos have won Canadian Agriculture Marketing Awards. Keep thinking that it's media awards, but it's marketing awards. And this year's video, as you'll see next, is nothing short of fantastic. So thank you all for coming, and look forward to speaking to you again a little bit later.
Hi, my name is Aubin Banwell, and along with my husband Tristan Banwell and our two children, Wayne and Tusi, we run Spray Creek Ranch.
We're a diversified organic livestock operation, and we direct market our meats to several communities within about 200 kilometers of our farm.
We raise cattle, pigs, sheep, and poultry on a pasture-based operation.
And we are utilizing irrigated pastures here on our home place and also ranging our cattle in the rugged mountain range adjacent to the farm.
We are an organic farm, so sustainability is the heart of everything that we do here.
All of our livestock is managed as a part of our agroecological system. So we are rotating our livestock on pastures and using the chickens, the sheep, the poultry and the cattle. They all are managed in a way that we use them to maintain the soil health, improve the soil health over time, to replenish it and rejuvenate it using our organic methods so that it's ready to produce a crop for the next year. I'm most proud of our children and raising them on this farm, watching them care for the livestock, notice when something needs to be done, and just realizing that we are instilling those values into the next generation and seeing that they're going to come up and be able to do whatever they want with their lives, it just fills me with pride. Overall, it's so fulfilling to live a life on the land, see the benefits of our actions on the day-to-day basis, and see that we can use our land base to provide local food for local communities.
It's also very rewarding seeing how our customers take our products that we put so much care into and bring them into their homes and nourish their families. It feels so good to be providing this essential nourishment to our community in a way that is respectful of the land and the animals that we care for.
I'm Lauren Dirksen. I'm Perry Dirksen. And I'm Daniel Dirksen. And we're the ranchers of Gemstone Cattle Company and Gemstone Grass-Fed Beef.
Agriculture has a real positive story in terms of environment and the nutrition that it's providing to consumers. And we just need to keep telling the story. I think it's good to be sustainable, but I think we can go beyond sustainability, actually improve the land through regenerative practices like rotational grazing and polycropping. And I think we can move beyond that by being regenerative.
Agriculture is a frontier. It's full of some of the most innovative people, and we're always trying new things and trying to learn new things. I really enjoy being outside in the outdoors, working with cattle and specifically the genetics and what can we do to improve the taste and quality of our beef. I'd say my proudest moment's probably being able to work with my family. Kim and I can take our 3 kids and go out and work together and get a job done, and just the ability to be able to work with your family in this lifestyle.
Not everybody realizes that you can produce grass-fed beef in a cold climate like Canada, and we absolutely can. We can store really high quality feed that we grow in the summer, feed it to our cattle in the winter, and that's how we produce a year-round grass-finished product. Customer came back, a young lady on day 2 that we opened our butcher shop at the Calgary Farmers Market. She was the first one there in the morning. Said she'd had the best ribeye of her life that she bought from us the day before. My passion is to produce the best tasting, nutrient dense product that we can that exceeds our customers' expectations. The more that farmers tell their stories, the more we can control the narrative. We're an open book on our farm. We're happy to tell anybody exactly how we're raising our product. And we found that customers, that's what they're really looking for. They just want a connection.
The things we value most are animal care and environmental stewardship. Those things are paramount to us for our operation because without them, we couldn't do what we do. And ranchers. Our agriculture sector, so the beef industry, is telling its story in a different perspective by really changing the narrative and talking about how cows can actually be a solution to climate change, which I think is huge. Just sharing the story about the good and the benefit that cows actually bring to the environment and our grasslands ecosystem. Cows share these grassland ecosystems, which are home to, thousands of other species and lots of species at risk. So when cows are grazing, like on our ranch, they're not taking habitat away from, deer, insects, birds. They're just sharing it. So as ranchers, when cows are on our grasslands, we're actually providing habitat for all those other animals as well, which is really important to us and really special.
My proudest moment has been seeing our girls being able to identify individual cattle just by looking at them, whether it's from a distance or up close.
Working as a family on the ranch, that's one of the really nice benefits of ranching, and just seeing the excitement and kind of passion that's building in them for the industry and working with the animals and outside.
We are flipping the narrative in ranching by participating in the Living Labs research, giving an opportunity to do research on a full-scale ranch in order to gather information on species at risk and soil health and habitat so that we can provide information on how ranching is improving all these things.
The ranchers care about the environment, and we care about the other species that call our ranch home. Birds Canada was on our ranch doing bird surveys, so we found that there's 47 different bird species that call our ranch home, and 4 of those are species at risk. And those are things that are important to us and that matter to us and that we take a lot of pride in.
I'm Paige Dewick.
And I'm Marcus Dewick, and together we operate Four Oak Farms. We run a mixed hay, grain, and dairy operation that was started in 1958 by my grandparents. In order for a farm to be passed from generation to generation, it needs to be sustainable. We put a huge focus on maintaining the integrity of our land, and that involves soil testing, plant tissue testing, using all of our animal manure for crop production, and making sure that our plants really have everything they need to grow efficiently.
Sustainable agricultural practices are not the most cost-effective way to produce food. There's a lot of shortcuts you can take that can harm the ecosystem that help you be more profitable, but it does not maintain the integrity of the ecosystem for the next generation. So it's a challenge to produce a high quality product while taking care of your animals and your land and still turn a profit with today's increasing input costs. To flip the narrative on agriculture, on our farm, we have a huge focus on family values, maintaining the integrity of our cropland, our animals, our relationships, and producing a high quality product. So agriculture is not for us just growing the food to send it off somewhere else. We put a lot of love and thought into how we grow it and what it is at the end. Agriculture is the backbone to every society. Every human on the planet needs to eat, and agriculture is the industry that provides that sustenance to human beings. It's something that we're proud of. We're proud of what we've brought up. We're proud of our kids. We're proud to show it to other people.
It's also exciting to see what tomorrow brings, because tomorrow is never the same as yesterday, and it's not the same as the day before that. And we always have to be quick on our feet and ready to adapt and think of new challenges and new opportunities that are always around the corner.
And finding the solution is rewarding.
Very.
Hi, my name is Matt Bergman, and I'm one of the owners of Haybury Farms.
Hi, my name is DJ. I'm the other owner of Haybury Farms. We are located in Jarvis, Ontario. I truly think what we are doing as farmers is beautiful, and I think it's right. And we truly believe it's art without an audience. There is a lot that goes on that people just don't know, don't understand. We feel privileged to be a part of an industry that grows food for people. This beautiful country of Canada is doing a great job in governing us farmers to making sure we are growing good, safe food.
I think people need to know that the 1% feed the 99, and that it takes very few people to feed an entire nation or country.
There's a lot of people out there that are putting their farms out on YouTube, keeping people up to date with what's going on throughout the year on their farm, on their Facebook, Twitter pages. I think it's the greatest way we as farmers can get in front of our consumers and make them aware about what we're doing, educating them, giving them the right information right from the field.
One of our biggest turning points here was probably going into organics. Our very first year of growing organics, we did 25 acres of organic corn. One of our proudest moments together was having a successful crop that first year. We kind of flew by the seat of our pants, literally and physically, trying to plant it and crop it and learn on the fly. But I think if we didn't succeed the way we did, I think our business and our business structure would be very different today. We are really trying to help people understand or teach people like how our organic business is and how crops are grown, and how traceability is a big thing of understanding between organics and non-organic crops. I think people need to understand that it's a true form and a sustainable way to farm in agriculture.
Something that Matt and I feel very passionate about. And when the time comes that this land that we're farming is someone else's, is that the land's in better shape than when we got it.
We need to stop the thought process of it's tomorrow's problem, or you need to be tackling the stuff now, getting ahead of it, and realizing the long-term effects of what positive and negative aspects on each farm can be.
Je me présente, Simon Plante.
Let me introduce myself, Simon Plante. In my family, we are located on Île d'Orléans in the city of Quebec. We have a horticultural farm specializing in small fruits. My name is Alison Blouin. I'm Simon's partner, and I take care of operations and human resources. We farm on 327 acres that are drip irrigated. We grow strawberries on 100 acres. We use sustainable farming methods. What people don't know about us, what we do, is all the work we do for production. More than 1 million strawberry plants are planted by hand each year. We have a team of 140 workers, the majority of whom are housed on the farm. We connect with consumers by selling directly at the farm and at the Grand Marché de Québec. It has always been important for us to inform the population about agricultural reality. People do not know that strawberries and raspberries are now grown above ground in tunnels. The advantages are, for example, better fruit quality, a better yield, and protection against adverse weather conditions. Our passion is to offer fresh and healthy fruits and vegetables that stand out for their taste. When people buy fruits and vegetables, yes, it's to feed themselves, but it's also to please themselves. So we like to say that we offer happiness to people. Our greatest pride is the growth we have had over the last 15 years. More than 100,000 people visit the farm each year. Our revenues have increased sixfold, but what we're most proud of is this growth. We have remained true to our values and our roots.
Hi, I'm Gina Luckett, and I'm one of the owners of Luckett Vineyards here in the beautiful Annapolis Valley, Nova Scotia. Agriculture is not just farming. It's a super sophisticated industry. We are packagers, we're producers, we're marketers, we're retailers, we are content creators, we are HR, we're so many things. And I think that a lot of people don't often associate those skills, those roles, or those responsibilities with farming and agriculture. I am super passionate about telling the story of Nova Scotia wine, both as an individual producer here at Luckett Vineyards, talking about Tidal Bay, which is Nova Scotia's appellation wine, what kind of wines we're doing, how we're doing it differently, what kind of experiences and vineyard practices we use, but also telling the story of our region as a whole. Nova Scotia is an emerging wine region, and we are relatively small comparative to other regions around the world, but we are so mighty. We're really connecting our consumers to a agriculture experience. We're inviting them to the farms. We're inviting them to tour our vineyards. We're showing them what the winemaking process is and really giving them a different understanding of, in our case, a vine to bottle product. This really opens up their eyes and really immerses them into an agriculture experience that isn't always available in other sectors. Not only am I getting to welcome people from all over the world, from all over Canada to our farm and into our vineyard to tell the story about Nova Scotia wine, but I'm also getting to work with like-minded individuals in the community to really tell the story of Nova Scotia wine and work together in a really collaborative nature to put Nova Scotia on the map for incredible world-class winemaking. I think navigating COVID was a really pivotal moment for me, both in my own development, but as a business leader, being able to come out of that on the other side and in fact actually grow our business and some efficiencies, something I'm really proud of. But I'm also really proud to be recognized as Atlantic Canada's honoree for Outstanding Young Farmers.
Now I'd like to invite Steve Pratt to come up to bring greetings from CN Rail. Come on, we get your railways.
Let's keep this brief. Thank you, Sean. And one thing I want to mention, this is my first time as well. I've been in the ag industry for, let's call it almost 15 years now. And this is my first opportunity to ever interact with the Outstanding Young Farmer organization. And I must say, similar to Sean's comment and the comment from the representative from Bayer, I'm pretty impressed and pretty blown away by not only the production, the quality, but also the folks that I've been interacting with in my time here in the last day or so. And also just the general vibe, if you will, with the entrepreneurial mindset, the positivity, and some of obviously the incredible outcomes that we're seeing from the honorees. So CN really appreciates being here and being a sponsor. And I think I'll just leave it at that. I don't need to do the kind of formal greetings, but I really appreciate being part of this. And thank you for welcoming me here to your event. Thank you.
Hey, you ready, Danny? Maybe. You ready? Danny Penner, everybody.
Okay, I got my agenda. I'm good to go. At this time, I'd like to introduce our honorees. But first, Simon Bergeon from Solia Agriculture, if you could join me up on stage. One by one, I'd like to ask our honorees to come up on stage. And first of all, Daniel and Lauren Dirksen, could you come join us, please? Paige and Marcus Dewick. Gina Luckett, could you come up, please? Simon Plant and Allison Boulin. DJ Wasner and Matt Bergman. And Erica and Kyle Stewart. I'd like to give you all some pins. Simon, if you would like to come up and say a few words, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Penner. So I'd like to say first that Solia Agriculture, we have normally checks for all participants. And this year, I would like to say, like Carla said, so it's on the mail. Checks are on the mail. So we're still between Montreal and here, so we'll transfer the money after, so the checks, so it's really special issue. So good evening, everyone. So first of all, as mentioned before, so I would like to thank all members of the organization committee for the tremendous week that you organized to us. So it's very, very impressive. It's not finished, so tomorrow we'll have nice visits to do also. So it was very impressive. So the time that you spent to organize that, probably a full year works with all the team for a 1 week event. So very, very appreciated. So thank you very much for all of the Alberta Organization Committee. Also, would like to thank, frankly, all alumni present in the room because it's very important, because you are very supportive. It's why it's still so alive and very, very impressive to see the friendship that you have all together. And we have a term in French, I don't know if in English it's the same, but you are a fine example of what it means to pay it forward, so transfer to the next. So you did that to be here all the weeks and very supportive of the organization. So Solia Agriculture is a farmers-owned cooperative, so it's located in Quebec, so mainly based in Quebec, but we have activities all across Canada. And we are very proud to be a national sponsor because in Alberta, we are very active too. We have roughly 2,000 employees in Alberta. So let's start by Red Deer. So the processing plant that Olimel we have in Red Deer, Alberta, for hog producers in the Alberta. We have also a crop supplier partnership in Camrose, and we have a premix plant here in Lethbridge. So we are very involved in Alberta also, like in all provinces all across Canada. One thing I want to mention, and we'll talk about that with many of you during the week. So OYF, a challenge or competition, is very unique because it recognizes the midterm excellence of farming family. So it's a unique moment to step back a bit to look at what you have achieved over the past 20 years, and ask yourself, what will be the next project that we'll have all together or in the family for the next 20, 25 years. So all the nominees, all the honorees today, you probably surprise yourself by doing this exercise and be here tonight. So farming is really a passion that grows day by day and requiring strength and determination. So tonight we celebrate success, we celebrate excellence. So good luck to all nominees, and to be here tonight, it's really a winning situation for all of you. So hoping the best for you and for your family in the future. Thank you very much.
So I'd like you guys just to stay on stage for a second for your pictures. Janelle, I'd like to invite you up on stage at this time. Pardon? And Sarah Stamp, please. Chanel Ference has been a big part of the program this year in. I will. Okay, go ahead. Okay, you want me to hand them on? Okay. Please show it proudly. Sir, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yes. So each of the honorees has received a small plaque with their farm names on it, and please hold them up so the audience can see them. And it's individually personalized to each of their farms for them to proudly show in their offices or in their barns or in their yard. And it's a map of Alberta. Well done, guys. Thank you. You can go ahead and sit down. Not quite yet. We're not quite ready. No, sit down, but we're not quite ready to make the announcement.
Okay, so we can rest our feet. Yes.
Let me get my agenda out again. Sean, do you want me to do this or you want to come up and do this? Pardon? You bet. So at this time, I'd like to ask the John Deere representative, Aman Kanwar, to come up and say a few words, please.
Thank you, Danny. Well, good evening, young farmers. I know everyone is young in this room. Ian, you will agree, some of us, we just have a bit of extra experience, right? Yeah, I absolutely, truly believe you, Ian. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Aman Kanwar. Sorry, my glasses are giving me grief because either I can read my speech or I can look at you. So sorry for the multitasking. My name is Aman Kanwar. I'm the division business manager based out of Calgary. And really, in terms of my responsibility, the big responsibility I have across Western Canada is to serve you all. And when I have additional time, to also grow the John Deere business across all prairie provinces. And actually, I can't say, like this is my first time here because I must have done a stellar job last time, which was in 2018. I am called again. So here I am. This is my second time, and I'm equally excited to be here. And I just want to say, I hope you're enjoying your time in Lethbridge. And if not, Simon mentioned it, there are few activities still left outside of this dinner and gala night. And I would just throw a little reminder that please do visit, do tour the Western Tractor, a John Deere flagship dealership here in Lethbridge. Tomorrow, yes, yeah, we already like you. And really, like when you go there, try and immerse yourself in all the innovative technologies and solutions that will help you improve your efficiency, your profitability, and sustainability in your respective farm operations. So please, we look forward to hosting you tomorrow at the Western Tractor as well. Now, just a little bit, like why exactly are we here? And I'll get to that in a moment, but it's really, like I said, like it's a great honor for me personally to be here on behalf of John Deere Company for the second time and speaking to the future of Canadian agriculture. I truly believe as young farmers, you represent the heart, the hands, and hope of a very vital industry that feeds not only this nation, but the entire world. And your passion, your dedication, and your resilience are inspiring. And I'm really thrilled to be sharing this moment with all of you as we recognize all the participating honorees from various regions of Canada. And with that, I'm actually going to get the privilege to announce the honoree winner today. No, I'm just kidding. See, I'm a quick learner. I'm learning all the tricks from Danny. So no, I do not know who the winner tonight is going to be, but I just want to say good luck to all the honorees in this competition. I just want to take a quick moment, recognizing like all of you and your contributions here. As we all know, agriculture has always been the backbone of Canada's economy, culture, and identity. And the reality is, from coast to coast, our farms, they fuel communities, provide jobs, and steward the environment as well. But more than that, farming is truly a legacy. And I know, like every single person in this room believes in that. It's a promise to future generations that we will protect our land, innovate for sustainability, and build a strong rural community across Canada as well. And as young farmers, you carry that promise. You are not just cultivating crops and raising livestock, you are cultivating a future that balances productivity with sustainability. You are embracing traditions while daring to innovate at the same time, showing the world that Canadian farmers are at the forefront of progress. You're the future of Canadian agriculture. The challenges you face today will shape the solutions of tomorrow. Your passion and innovation will surely leave a legacy, again, not for this country, but for the world. And I know we are all coming out of a very challenging 2024, but please do remember you're not alone in this journey. And I do want to say collaboration is going to be key as we move forward together. And Canada's outstanding Young Farmers Program and the support we are all, each of the national sponsors is providing, you have that platform to lean on each other, seek out mentors, and also, like understand that you definitely never need to stop pushing for progress. So with that said, together we can grow a thriving, sustainable, and a prosperous future for Canadian farming. And that's what I want to, like say today. And I really want to say big thank you for your contributions, and let's continue to go together. Thank you.
Okay, we're now part of the competition. I'm going to introduce the distinguished judges. I think they were called earlier. Up first, second year doing it, Maggie. Number 2, Maggie Van Camp. Oh. What's that? Yeah, that was pretty good. Danny, you got to get your game going here. Maggie Van Camp is Loft 32's co-founder and director of strategic change, and in 2024 started Farmers Bridge to help farm families navigate transitions and build their businesses for the future. She is also CEO and owner of a family farm near Blackstock, Ontario, which is currently in the process of transitioning to the next generation. Maggie is a well-known and trusted speaker, moderator, and writer, and a respected member of the board of the Canadian Agricultural Hall of Fame. And in 2021, Maggie was named as one of the top 50 most influential people in Canadian ag. Maggie Van Camp. Up next, we got Tom Terrell. He was my account manager for a period of time, a little while. Coming from a family farming background in southwestern Alberta, Tom is very passionate about Canadian agriculture. He has spent over 25 years assisting agriculture producers and processors with their banking needs through the various financial institutions he has worked for in both the private and public sectors. Presently, he works with the Canadian Western Bank as the Senior Associate Vice President and Market Lead for Calgary in southern Alberta. In addition to his professional contributions, he has further supported agriculture through his participation with the Western Canadian Dairy Seminar Planning Committee, the Alberta Dairy New Entrant Selection Committee, as well as the Outstanding Young Farmers of Alberta. Big round of applause for Tom. And finally, Marianne Van Burk. I think she may have won. Marianne grew up on a mixed farm in Germany and earned her degree in agriculture before moving to Canada in 1986. Together with her husband Hans and their sons Mark, Marianne owns and operates Van Burk Seeds Limited and Van Burk Cleaning and Processing Limited, located near Star City, Saskatchewan. Anybody from Star City here? Just checking. It's about 3 hours north of Regina, for those of you that don't know your Saskatchewan geography. They have cultivated pedigreed seed on 6,000 acres of dry land for 40 years, producing a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, oats, beans, flax, peas, and hemp seed. Their operations include retail marketing, sales, seed treating, and shipping, which continue year-round. And as we found out earlier, in 1996, Hans and Marianne were honored with the Saskatchewan Outstanding Young Farmers Award and have remained active members of the organization ever since. Big round of applause for them. I'm going to call up, is Nikki coming up here or no? Yep. Nikki and Richard Rousseau.
Thank you. Great. Well, judges, come with me, please. I got the short the short straw, so I get to speak tonight. First of all, I want to say 3 words. Please, well, don't judge the judges. We did our very, very best. It was a grueling, grueling few days. And one part, my heart was so stressed, I almost called on Allison and Simone for their defibrillator. I was like, come on, this is too much. There were 3 themes that sort of emerged over the week. And it was interesting because it didn't matter what sector they were in or what they were producing. And that was soil health, and it was seeking opportunities and making them happen. And the third would be family. And these honorees are absolutely amazing. And all of us, Tom, Marion, and I just want to thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. Secondly, we would be amiss if we didn't thank our handlers, Richard and Nicole. They brought us cheese, they brought us beer, they made sure we showed up on time. So thank you so much. And of course, we want to thank the organizing committee here in Alberta. You rocked it. Like, I think everybody, yeah. Awesome, thank you. You rocked it here in Southern Alberta. I love being in Lethbridge. So we just want to go through all the honorees and just give you sort of some highlights of what we found out over the week. So we're going to start in the East as well and talk about Gina Lookett. And we had so much fun with Gina. In fact, she made us cry once. She is, I like to call her the firecracker from Nova Scotia. And she's got this wonderful support from Tiago. Nice to meet you, Tiago. And we watched her take in information from everyone, process it, and we know she's going to apply it. And what she doesn't know is how much you gave to the other honorees, and they all learned from you. So thank you so much for that. Your purposeful learning and your unique marketing approach was just absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Gina. Now, Simone and Allison, thank you so much from, of course, Belle Provence, and merci, merci, merci. That's my French. That's it. You come from a beautiful island. I've been there, and it is absolutely, if anyone sitting in this room wants to go to Ile d'Orleans, I recommend it highly. You will leave a changed person. It's absolutely gorgeous. And we just watched you present all this data-driven decision-making. We were just blown away, and how the 2 of them we thought were like a 2-cylinder engine. Like, one would speak and then the other would speak, and they were just so well-oiled machine. It was beautiful to see you interact and how much it means to both of you. We wish you so much in the future, and we watch them as they're on their, I guess, their tunnel journey, as they're making these tunnels work for their farms, and they're going to expand that. And it was pretty amazing to watch you. So thank you so much for sharing your story. And from Ontario, we have DJ Wassenaar and Matt. Matt, did you find your name tag? We were going to do a scavenger hunt at one point to find Matt's name tag. These 2 are fearless. Their unconventional approach to starting to farm is an inspiration for everyone. So thank you so much for that. They actually have almost an equipment-driven business model, which is so rare to see work and be very effective. So congratulations to you on that. You are finding opportunities like no one I have ever seen before, and watching you and talking to you and how you execute those opportunities. I think all of us today have come away with some inspiration to do that. So thank you. They understand that farming is very much a global business. And I think that's a lesson that I took away personally to watch you do that. And yeah, it would be amiss if I didn't you didn't talk about your matching ties today. Just absolutely stylish. Paige and Marcus from Manitoba, and this is what I want to do for you. You're like the Tiffany's, or the Taylor Swift heart of the world. Like, you're just So beautiful. Your Four Oak Farm is enriched by you, by your presence and by your knowledge and your passion. And I also often lean into this, that 1 + 1 is greater than 2. And you epitomize absolutely that. This idea that we need to constantly improve, that 5% improvement constantly. And you not only apply that to your farm and what each of you do there, but also to your communities and to your families and actually to the whole world. So thank you so much for that. You guys didn't know I was watching you so closely, did you? Erica and Kyle Stewart from Saskatchewan. Woo! Your passion for ranching and family will follow you wherever you go, even if you do move your ranch halfway across the country. It was really interesting to watch them and learn from them how they pivoted when they moved, even without pivot irrigation. I had to have an irrigation joke. Come on. Oh, they reminded us that farmers are the true interface between the land, the environment, family, and of course, culture, which you bring in spades is the cowboy culture. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Okay, Danielle and Lauren, and I'm going to say Barry. Where's Barry? Barry, there you are, my man. Okay, so this group of young gentlemen are now collectively called Alberta Beef. That's their new nickname, Alberta Beef. They have taken this very somewhat conventional ranching operation and feedlot operation and now have converted it to this value-added awesome operation that is just understanding the sustainability for the future. And I also was so impressed. In fact, all the judges were so impressed by how they manage their family dynamics. And what they do is they not only, they meet, with the operating team, but they also bring in their wives for their strategic meetings. And that didn't come through today, but I just wanted to mention how much personally that impressed me so much. So just wanted to say thank you. Also, we got a sample of their tallow and I put it on my face. I feel like smell like I'm the best steak ever. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for sharing your stories. Now my skin is lovely. I would be amiss if I didn't mention BC because we met them on paper. So we got the thick binder full of their information and we met them on their video, like all of you did. And we only wish we could have met them in person. So I hope someday that we get there and we're able to meet them, maybe when we're in Vancouver in a couple of years. I think that would be really wonderful to meet Tristan and Aubin from BC. So thank them. I hope they get to come to Vancouver. Okay, so without any further ado, I guess, Danny, is it time? Of course it's not. I don't have the agenda.
I think you and Danny are reading off the same sheet. Okay. That was good, wasn't it? You like that? Okay. We've been talking or having all the national sponsors come up. There is one more, and it is a new sponsor. It is great to add sponsors to events like this. So I want to call up on behalf of Meridian Manufacturing. It is BJ Normand. He's the marketing coordinator for Meridian Manufacturing. Big round of applause. New sponsor.
So thank you very much for the round of applause. We were very excited this year when we were approached right after Egg Expo here in Lethbridge this spring by Ryan and by Rick to come on board. And when we looked at what the organization does and why it exists, it was a no-brainer for us. And after spending almost a week with everybody in this room and hearing about your passion for agriculture and not just for the status quo, but how you want to move the industry forward and your stories behind why you want to do it, we are extremely delighted that we signed the contract and came on board, and we are looking forward to a long partnership with the organization. And we just want to congratulate all the honorees and thank everybody for an awesome week, and everybody that came out and toured our facility yesterday. We hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much.
You know, one thing I didn't mention with the judges, 2.5 days you committed? Like, it's a big commitment to be a judge. This isn't just like a 4-H public speaking competition where you just sort of show up and drink a cold one and pick a winner. Like, this is a big deal. So, I want to ask all of, Danny's going to come up, right? And all the national partner sponsor reps as well to come up to the stage. And it's time for the big part of the evening. Carla, how do you want to just toss it back, or how do you want it? Just try to make a center on the photo.
Okay. In front of me, you know what? First, oh, here it says Sean's copy. Oh, make fun of Danny. Oh, yeah, then. So I want to thank Sean for the job he's done tonight. Good job. And we really appreciate you. So in this envelope, I have 2 winners, but I want to make sure that everyone understands that everything you guys have accomplished, everything you've done to get here, all the work you did this summer just to prepare is so appreciated by everyone in this room. And I think you realize you all realize after being with us for a number of days and seeing the alumni and how the passion and all the diverse agriculture, you know that this is a very special organization that we are very proud to welcome you into as alumni of Canada's OYF. Now, before I announce the winner, I should probably tell you a little bit about myself. My family immigrated in 1870. No, kidding. So I am very proud. I am very proud to announce 2 couples. Canada's outstanding young farmers of 2024 are Simone Plante and Allison Boulin of Quebec, and Daniel Lauren and Barry Dirksen of Alberta. Congratulate each other and then get up on stage. Thank you very much, and we'll give them a chance to say a few words.
Thanks. First, yeah, thank the wives. Daniel's going to do that part, but
Well, speaking of Daniel, Daniel and I don't identify as a couple, by the way, buddy. When you said two couples, I thought, oh, it's not us, but anyway. Okay, well, we didn't prepare for this part exactly, but I was talking to the Ontario boys, I think on day 2, and we were discussing how sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable to celebrate yourself, right? Right, boys? Yeah. But you guys don't care about that, do you? I mean, bring out the bagpipes and nah. But no, it has been a great experience. And one thing this program really forces you to do is reflect on what you've done, and that it's worth celebrating. And it is important for farmers to celebrate what we've done and what others have done, and also to think about serious things for the future, which the judges had lots of good questions about the future that we took lots of time to reflect on. And also the value of telling our story. I think we heard in the video probably 3 or 4 times the idea of shaping the narrative, and it's such an interesting time. Consumers are really hungry for things that are real and wholesome, and those are things that we all have as agriculture producers. So Daniel, come thank the wives.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody for this opportunity. We get to stand up here and get the accolades, but there's a crew of people at home, our parents, our wives, our kids, our aunt and uncle, and the crew that's keeping everything going so we can be here. So thank you very much. Thanks to the judges, fellow competitors. It's been a great week. Sorry. Ooh. What's going on here? Yeah. Anyway, it's been great getting to know everybody. I look forward to lifelong friendships with you guys. This is gonna be great. So thank you.
I got to the mic. Yeah, I just want to thank the organizing committee. This has been a really exceptional week. Yeah, it's been the privilege of a lifetime to come back to the farm, work with our parents, our uncle and aunt, work with my brothers every day. We all have something different in the business that we're responsible for, and trusting your partners is just the best thing. So thanks a lot.
Ouais, ça va être en français. Ouais, ou en espagnol.
It'll be French or Spanish. So we're very proud, and we thank you for choosing us as one of the winners as this at the COYF. This is an honor, but also an encouragement to continue contributing to the evolution of Canadian agriculture. I thank the organizers and the winners and everyone who's there to support us. Thank you to our Canadian and foreign workers. They are essential to our farm success. Without you, our success wouldn't be possible. We are deeply grateful for your daily commitment. Thanks to my family, who's always encouraged me and has transferred me great values. Thanks to your parents to letting me take my place on the farm, and especially thanks to Simon. My partner in all these projects, we are a great team and we have the same objectives. I could have never imagined being here today at 26 years old. This contest has allowed me to meet exceptional people and to share ideas on innovation and durability for agriculture. We want to work to ensure an economic and sustainable future for Canada. Thank you. It's honor to receive this prize and to share it with you, Barry and Danielle and Lauren.
We are happy to share that prize with you. So, ma première pensée avant mes parents.
So I want to thank my parents who founded the farm and who worked for many, many years. You know, they set the foundations that we were able to build from. They gave me confidence when I was young. At 18, you know, I always asked myself, you know, they saw something in me. Did you see something in me to make me responsible for the marketing and sales at 18 years old, or is it because you didn't have enough people to do the job? Thank you, dear parents, for what you did for me. And thank you to our team, as Allison said. Without them, we wouldn't be able to accomplish everything that we do. Thank you to our clients who have confidence in us. Thanks to the previous winners in Quebec who this year honored us. Thanks for being here, firstly, and for your support. You are great role models and you're very inspiring for us. And you know, everyone from everywhere in Canada is, you know, quality people. People from Quebec, you've really made us proud by nominating us, and we want to share the prize with you because it's thanks to you that we're here.
For other honorees, I do my word in French because I know to improvise in English. I'm not so good, but I will translate maybe you later after. But j'imagine c'est pas le résultat que vous souhaitiez, mais
it's probably to our competitors, it's probably not the results you were hoping for, but be proud of yourselves, of everything that you've accomplished. You are great people. You know, the passion you have for farming and the work that you do sets the example for Allison and myself. It's a true privilege to have gotten to know you this week. Allison and I won't necessarily remember just tonight, but it's the time that we've spent with you this week. And I hope that's the beginning of a long-standing friendship. Thanks, Allison, my partner, for your support, your understanding, your patience. You know, farming takes up a lot of space, and Allison loves it as much as I do. Thanks for embarking on my projects. I love you.
I would like to thank the organization, Ben and Steph, Nicole and Richard, Carla, the STEM family, the Mercer family. I probably forgot a lot, but just applaud them. Everything this week is really perfect, and I would just like to say it is wonderful to see the diversity of agriculture here in Canada, and we are proud to be part of this group. And maybe group is not be the best word, is maybe a family, I think. So thank you. Yeah. So just see you next year in Toronto. So, yeah.
Big round of applause. That's awesome. Once again, want to thank the national sponsors, Bear Crop Science, CIBC, CN Rail, John Deere, Solio Agriculture, Meridian Manufacturing, and Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada. Everybody have a good time tonight? Carla told me there's no way we are staying on schedule, and we are ahead of time. Which means only one thing. The hospitality suite, we get more time there. This is fantastic. Okay, so that is over at the, hold on, I'm just doing my best. Okay, hospitality room is at Anton's Ballroom. Hope to see everybody there. Thank you, everybody, for coming this evening. Congratulations to the winners, to the honorees. This has been a fantastic evening, and let's go celebrate. Cheers, everybody.
My definition of a blue bath is when I start.